Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to the IAB Studios Network podcast. My name, of course, is Kris.
My name is Rihanna.
Cassandra.
I'm Jake.
And today's podcast is brought to you by Yellow City Comic Con. Don't forget to check them out at yellowcitycon.com because the com's already in there.
All right.
Today, what the fuck are we talking about?
What we did this week.
What we did this week. Which is apparently I lost my mind. This week we're going to be talking about just what we've been doing lately.
What have you been up to?
I have been really busy. I'm a 30-year-old man, and I want to go back to college. Mm-hmm. So I've been doing appeal letters, and I've been to the school more this week than I did whenever I tried going to school the first time. I've had to go up to the financial aid office like every day this week. So that's what I've been busy with, is getting everything set up so I can go back to school in the spring.
That's really cool.
I can dig it.
Yeah, where are you? What are you planning on going for?
I'm going for mass comm,
Nice.
focusing on like video audio editing stuff.
Welcome to the
Okay.
fold.
So I can do this kind of thing. And so I can do possible like news production or be on the radio
Okay.
or whatever.
If you need to do an introduction class, get Gil Gibson. Oh my.
Gil Gibson.
Jill Gibson
Jill Gibson.
for the introduction to mass comm. She's
and
phenomenal.
not Gil Gibson.
I like
Nice.
Gil Gibson better.
Avoid
I wonder if Gil
at all
Gibson
costs.
is Carly Rae Jepsen's like a strange uncle.
I have
In that
speech
case, I'd have to take
dyslexia,
this
okay?
class.
Yeah.
He is unwanted
For the
in the
chance.
family gatherings. They're like, go home.
Go home, Gil.
Go home, Gil.
You're drowning us.
So what have you been up to?
I have been working a lot. That's pretty much what I do. And then I've been running around doing a few things for a couple groups, couple organizations, volunteer work, things like that. So, but I'm afraid that my life is sadly all work and no play.
Well, at least you got this.
Busy.
Busy.
This sounds
Busy
like
woman
play to me.
doing busy things.
Yeah, you could do
Busy,
this, which
busy.
totally isn't work at all and super fun. Can't
It
you
is
tell
fun.
her?
No, this is fun. This
Look at
is
my
fun.
face. Tell me I'm not having fun.
He's lying.
I'm a strong black mage that don't need no mana.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to this week, and I had the opportunity to come here and record, and it's a lot of fun so far. So I'm enjoying it.
It's pretty great.
What about Yousa?
Well, this week I just went up to my teachers, asked what I owed for classwork, took down the world's giant list of to-dos, and I'm going to knock them out the rest of this week. Other than that, I've played a little bit of ukulele. I learned a couple new songs, relearned some older songs, and wrote 2 new ones.
All I could think of while you said that was do the do.
Do the do!
Do.
I
To
don't-
do the do list.
I don't want to alarm you, but it's Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you're
finals
going
are
to be
next
working
week.
on your stuff the rest of the week.
Well, I say that, but really it's not that much work. Like,
Oh, okay.
I BS, let's see, 3 papers. I do 1 paper legitimately. That's me half-assing it.
You listening, teachers? You listening to this?
Don't
This
worry,
is
this will
the
be
life of
released
a
after
normal
everything's
student.
done.
Oh, no.
What actually happens?
No, believe me, I make sure my teachers know. I'll be in class and they'll be like, hey, we're going to be doing this today. I'm like, I don't care. Let's do it.
Let's
Well,
do it.
And if they start talking about something, I will honestly tell them whenever I did to go, holy crap, I'm sorry, I just stopped paying attention. What? They know it, though. And
Sounds
I'm the
about
most
right.
honest student. So they know whenever I'm just like not paying attention because I tell them.
I guess it's better that way, really, because like I very much appreciate when the kids that I'm in care of are just like completely honest with me, as opposed to just being like, oh, but miss, I was working, and I, just like making up BS. Like you catch them doing something, and they're like, oh, for example, they're supposed to have a pass, and they go to the bathroom, and you catch them in the hallway. You're like, where are you supposed to be? Oh, I was on my way to the bathroom. I'm like, you've been gone for 20 minutes.
They had to poop really long.
You have been gone for 20 minutes, and I understand people poop, but get back to class because clearly you're hanging out in the hallway, so let's
No,
go.
In the words of my brother-in-law, pitch it off. Let's go.
No, I had one teacher who didn't believe I spent like a long time in the bathroom. They actually followed me to the bathroom one time because
my
I
God.
challenged them. I said, look, if you don't believe me, come to the bathroom with me. You'll see I'm not hanging out. So I go to the bathroom, I, do my business, And I get out, and the teacher's in the bathroom, so he knows that I'm not, like, talking to people in there, you know. And I mean, I was in a bathroom stall, so it's not like he was, like, watching me, you know,
yeah,
like,
that's,
do my...
That's still
He wasn't watching me do my...
I don't
well,
care.
I told him to.
This is my new fetish.
He's watching
You
you
know.
do the do.
Well, he was watching me do, you know, but here's the thing though. I get out of the toilet and I go wash my hands, and I look at the teacher and I was like, and now I'm gonna go to my classroom again, you know, the one where I'm supposed to be at, that you're supposed to be teaching. And he's like, how do you last so long in the bathroom? And I was just like, I just poop a lot. I poop too much.
Boo boo, make it boo boo.
No, but it was really funny. He's like, why do you spend so much time in the bathroom? And I was like, you ever wipe and it just not end? And he was like
Like wiping a marker.
yeah, it's like wiping a marker. You got that 1,000-mile wipe going on.
Not stopping. It's still it's
You're
just
the reason
black.
they buy cheap ass toilet paper.
Here's another thing, really fast. While we're still
Single-ply,
on,
little kid. Here
while
you
we're
go.
still talking about bathrooms, I have one pet peeve about bathrooms, and I hate it about. It's in 99% of the bathrooms I've been in. The little double roll things are really low, and it's for the people who don't stand up and wipe. And I understand that, but there's other people who do kind of stand up a little bit, and it sucks to like kind of squat and like get down and like pull a paper.
You have to turn
And then
yourself
you
into
go-
a contortionist. Like,
Yeah.
It's like you've got to
You know,
prepare. You need to get it all ready before you get up, and you're like, all right, this should be enough.
And then it's never
You get
enough
up and you're
because
like,
it's
oh
that,
no, I fucked up.
yeah, it's that 1,000-mile wipe.
too
Gotta
soon,
go.
too soon. Stop too soon.
I think it's important to acknowledge that not everybody wipes the same.
Yeah, it's true.
Some people do a little, lean. People stand up.
Yeah,
Wow. This,
People are different.
people are different.
If
We
you
all-
if you have
We
ever
all need
worked,
to accept each other.
if you have ever worked in hospitality, no, we don't.
Do what you do that works for you.
that would be
I'm
on
just
a
saying,
motivational
there-
poster.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
just saying, there's a wrong way
Instead
to
of
go
a cat
about
hanging
doing
in there,
that.
Well,
That's a
there are
turd.
wrong
As
ways.
long as nothing ends
like-
up on the ceiling,
Yeah.
you're good.
I have seen shit on the ceiling. Excuse my language.
horrible.
Well, we can
Excuse
bleep
her
that out,
language.
right?
This is what we've been doing all
Sometimes
week.
we're going to fucking cuss on this show.
I've been using the bathroom all week.
I'm very sorry.
I have, like, there's been times where I had to clean rooms back when I did housekeeping. I walk in and I'm like, did you just hold your butt cheeks apart and, like, let it fly against the walls? Like,
You have a
what?
trampoline. You're
What
hiding from
happened in
me.
here?
They're doing cheek painting, damn it.
You know what? Do cheek painting in the privacy of your own home where you have to clean it up.
No, because then mom gets mad.
And I had a guy one time, he was an older gentleman and he sadly needed some help, but he checked out and we went to clean his room. We really had to call sanitation team in because he had like shit on the floor and then he left his I'm like, how do you leave your diaper? Like your shitty diaper on the floor.
That
like,
was
what?
his final gift to you
He
guys.
couldn't depend on it anymore.
He's
pooped
like,
in it.
well, it was nice knowing you fellas. Plop.
He pooped in it,
I'll see
left
you
the
guys
diaper
later.
there,
Plop.
and then like poop was smeared everywhere. And I'm just like,
Yeah, well, what happened was he was trying to leave you guys a message of where he
it's
left
like
the treasure.
the Da Vinci Code thing. Like
Yeah,
you walk in with like a black light.
I
You
was
don't
gonna-
even need a black light in here.
It was like
yeah.
a Jason Pollock painting.
You need the black light. You need some like lasers in there. It'll work.
That is unnecessary.
Get a
Anyway,
little-
sorry, I got
So
off track.
we've gotten way off.
Sorry.
But it happens.
It does
You should
happen.
expect this by now. It's
all-
your own fault for
No,
watching this.
it's my fault. I always take us off topic,
It's okay.
and I
okay.
enjoy this. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that
It's all good.
conversation was shit.
Oh,
And
now for
incidentally, that
depressing
conversation was brought to you by this little plastic skull.
Little plastic skull for all your little plastic skull needs.
I don't like that guy. He looks at me funny with these dead eyes.
All right, anyway.
Yeah,
How about your
that's
week?
What have
kind
you-
of what my week has been.
Crying? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Papers due. Grandmother is sick. Don't know how long she'll last. Died last night.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
She fell and broke her hip in October, and it just went downhill from there. And so last night, my mom and my aunt played Go Rest High on that mountain for her, and she just went. So my friends pretty much kidnapped me today to try and help me through this. So it's hard because I remember just sitting at the bar with her in her kitchen and just talking for hours. She had the gift of gab. I will not lie. And I now know where me and my sister get our ADD from. Is from my grandmother. And she had a wall of chickens. And that was the ongoing joke, is that if you bring me another damn chicken, you're not getting in the will. Well, we never brought her another chicken. But it's been hard because she has been such a focal point for our family. And her birthday is the 21st. And it's just hard because we lost my grandfather around the same time of year 17 years ago. Mm-hmm. And whenever she was starting to really fade, she was talking to him, telling him to go get the trailer ready. And it hurts that she's gone, but that she's finally back with her family and with her husband, it helps to know that. And then I have a paper due tonight that I still need to write the last 2 paragraphs for, so... Thankfully, my teacher's understanding, and I told her that I'm not going to be in the right mindset for that. Oh, don't worry, your half-assed papers are better than most people's full-assed papers. Yes.
That's good.
It's a gratifying thing. Yeah.
Really quick, touching on the grandmother thing. I lost my grandmothers, both of them. I don't know my grandfathers at all. I lost both of my grandmothers within 6 months of each other.
Oh, God.
And one of them I didn't know that well, and I'm a piece of crap for that because I could have taken the chance and I didn't. And the other one I knew really well, and she had moved in with us, and I'd seen her as more of a burden than as, what I should have seen her as. And whenever she left, I was just devastated. And, from where I've, come from, it's, I didn't learn, I learned a lot of lessons from that. Mm-hmm. And it helped me grow up a lot because I used to not care about anyone, and then I lost one of them, and it changed my life, but it didn't change it enough until I lost the other one, and going through it, you'll always remember, obviously, and whenever you remember, it'll always hurt, but eventually you learn to think more about the positives and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I think about mine, I think that there's no reason for them to have ever loved me and that I didn't deserve it and that I'm a garbage person and I'm just a huge piece of shit for it.
It's not that. Yeah. They knew you loved them in your own way, even if you didn't show it.
Yeah.
Because growing up, we're taught things that... For most of the time at school, we're taught to not care about anybody because that's the attitude of school kids. And at home, we have this smothering love that we're not used to during the daytime because we think it's embarrassing because everyone's like, oh, you're so cute, you're lovey-dovey-don. And so we have that taboo on having actual feelings. So that also could be part of the reason why.
Man, I will say this, though. I have to say, I think my grandmother... that I lost first was probably more punk than any other grandmother that I know because...
Isn't it neat when, your older folks are, more badass than you could ever imagine? You're like, oh, my God.
She dropped out of school after, the 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
And she was
old enough to make her
She
own
was
decision.
from Mexico. And then she came over here and she worked her entire life.
Oh, my God.
And then, to make a living for her kids. And she had a lot of daughters. And she did it. But the thing is, after she was punk enough to leave school at the end of 3rd grade, in her later years, after she got, retirement and everything, she started making burritos and tamales. And she sits me down one day and says, Mijo, let me tell you something. Whenever I was working at the packing plant, I made money and it was good and all. But whenever I got out of there and I started making burritos, I barely worked for 4 days because I was making food and I was already doing that for you and all of my other kids. And on Friday, I would go and sell. And the best part is, Mijo, all the money was mine. I didn't have to give any to the government. And I looked at her across the way and I was like, Mama, you're punk. That's where I got that from.
Yeah, my granny was awesome. She dyed her hair red for years. for the longest time, both me and my sister actually thought that was her natural hair color. It wasn't quite this color, but somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought for years that was her actual hair color.
Man, I remember there was this one time where my mom was telling me that she was never embarrassed. Not my grandma, my mom. She was never embarrassed. And then I was born. And I was like that package of embarrassment that she's been waiting for to land on the front door. Because up until the age of 3, I was silent. I didn't speak. I didn't make noises.
Oh, Lordy.
As I was almost 3, and now they can't get me to shut the hell up. And it's great. But I embarrass my mom a lot, and I don't even know I do it sometimes. We were walking into the bank, and I remember as a child, I went to the same bank, and they had this table with Legos, and I always loved that little table. Well, a couple months ago, I was with my mom, and we go into the bank, and as we're going in, I said, I wonder if they still have that, and I made eye contact with the table. I go, they do! And my mom goes, Mijo, go back to the car right now. I'm not putting up with this. You're embarrassing. And I was like, oh.
Hey, as long as you go to the table and play by yourself and don't make a sound, you're golden.
I would have too, but they changed the Legos up for Mega Blocks, and that shit's garbage.
Oh,
Oh, boo.
bastards. I miss those things that had the wires and the little knobs on them that you just like trained all around the
yeah.
thing to the other side.
You guys don't know what she's talking about?
I do.
Okay, good.
I just can't remember what they're called.
I still play with those.
They're called little metal things with wooden things on them.
Yeah.
They go like this.
It's the block train, guys.
It's the thing with a thing and the thing and the thing.
The thing and the
with
thing.
things.
I hear the thing's got a thing.
God.
It's rock hard.
We're not talking about that thing.
No.
Oh.
No.
Don't make me turn
The thing and the thing.
smiley
thing.
here on you.
I will find a chocolate to beat you with.
The thing has a penis.
Oh. There it is.
Just being real,
folks.
that's what we're talking about.
And
That's what
ladies
they're
and
talking
gentlemen,
about.
it's always dependable because he is rock hard all the time.
I believe it.
But with no give, so it is slightly uncomfortable.
Also, does it
he has
erode?
killed people with that.
Does it
He
erode
has
over
to have
time?
killed people if he tried.
It has to erode over time.
Like,
long as it's not
whenever
messed up
he
with snow
pees, does his pee hole get bigger?
Over time, we're talking like canyon amounts of time, you know?
You
like,
don't
over
know
the
how hard
course
this
of-
guy pees, though. I mean, this dude could be using, like, boulders every time he
Do
goes
you
to the
think
bathroom.
with
He's well
all the
aware.
space
Oh,
radiation
God.
that made him
Well
the way he is his pee radiated? Irradiated or whatever the word
Does
is?
he poop out rocks?
All right, so
He looks like poop.
No, they're pebbles. He pebbles.
I think it's about time that we wrap this one up.
Well, then, really quick, I want to say one last thing.
Okay.
God.
So, do you think that whenever he goes at it, that he's like
Okay,
rolling
so
stones?
No.
Avalanche?
No. Hush.
Rock slide.
You're
think-
through now.
I think if we can take anything away from this podcast today, cherish everyone around you.
Yeah.
Dye your hair red. Eat,
Don't take people for
eat
granted.
as many tamales as you possibly can.
Don't
And
take
make
people
sure to
for
get
granted.
enough toilet paper.
Like, that was a very touching conversation, but you said tamales, and I was like, oh, fuck, tamales. I love tamales so much. I need to call up some friends tomorrow and be like, hey,
No,
has
forget
your mom made tamales yet?
barbacoa.
Where's the burrito
I
guy?
just-
Damn it! The guy that
We're not
walks
in a
around
bar,
with
but he needs to walk around here and be like, you want a
If he,
burrito?
no. That guy, if he knew there was
Flautas,
$1 to
flautas.
be made here, he'd be like, "Oh, what? Y'all want tamales? Oh, look at this! I got burritos."
It's like a superhero.
Dude,
Yeah.
if he had lengua burritos or barbacoa burritos, I would be all over that.
know
Captain
what?
Mexican
My
over
friend
here.
tricked me into having a lingua burrito at
How was
You finally
it?
got some tone?
Manantial or
Oh,
whatever.
Lingua's not bad.
No, that's the thing. I didn't know what it was because I said I want this, and they go, "We're out of that." And I go, My friend goes, "Get lingua," and I was like, "Okay." And then when they brought it to me after I ate like half of it, he goes, "You know what that was?" I was like, "I have no idea."
Oh, God.
He goes, "Tongue." And I was like,
Darn.
"Tastes fine. I don't care." Like,
Really
I
quick,
ate the other half of the burrito.
That's
was it
good,
hard
that's
lingua
good.
or was it still soft lingua?
It was hard.
Okay, see, I don't like it like rock hard lingua. I like it kind of chewy stuff.
If you want some good lengua, go to Tacos Garcia.
Yeah, dude, they got some good stuff.
You know,
The one on
guys,
the boulevard, right? Not the one on Ross, or the one on Ross.
We normally go to the one on Ross. They have amazing sangrias
okay.
rolls.
I also have to push a popular Mexican establishment, La Taqueria del Sol.
Welcome to the Mexican Restaurant Podcast. We're your host.
And their-
Mexican food
their
is the best
pozole
food.
Is the best. It's the best.
Hey, we're in
Porter's
Texas.
what?
We have authentic Tex-Mex and
What?
authentic Mexican food here.
Taqueria del Sol.
You hear that?
I said
No,
that
isn't that
really
off of I-40?
That's
No.
there's one off of the boulevard, of course, because that's where all the best food is, and then
Yeah.
there's also one off of Western Street that they recently opened.
It's true.
If you're drunk, no. Well, yeah, if you're drunk, it's good, but if you're hungover, it's even better.
And if you want just a little small mom and pop deal, Aldacos Tacos right down 6th. They're pretty good.
And if you're really drunk, Taco Bell.
Not gonna lie.
Be sure to bring extra toilet paper.
They're open like at 2 still, so I can go get them at 2.
They're like the
I'm drunk.
horrible whiteified Mexican food. It's like what white people expect Mexican food to actually taste like.
I've never expected anything to taste like Taco Bell. Taco Bell, like,
Do the do.
if I made a list of Mexican food, Taco Bell wouldn't be on there. Like, even the tacos aren't right.
Taco Bell, the
they're
last
tacos.
desperate act of a Mexican for food.
If your way of getting Mexican food is, hey kids, let's get in the van and go get Taco Bell.
It's
you
not
need
Taco
to-
Bell, it's Taco Bell.
Taco Bell,
Taco
you need to
Bell.
branch out.
I like how you just like singled out one specific type of family.
I'm just kidding. I'm saying in general,
In-
like you, sir.
In general, if you're like, hey kids, let's go do Taco
You know what?
Bell.
I give people, anybody that says that, I give them a yokel voice. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. What I am a non.
Oye, vato, ven, con Taco Bell.
All right. Well, thank you for watching this podcast about Mexican food and people passing away and tamales and everything else. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Look us up on Facebook and Twitter. Ideas are Bulletproof Studios Network, Corporation, LLC, whatever other thing you can tack on the end of there.
INC, LLC.
Co.
Nike,
.com.
Taco Bell.
Brand.
We'll see you around. Bye.
I'm Jake.
Oh, yeah, we can do our
Cassandra.
names again.
Oh, I'm Rihanna,
You're Jeff.
and this is Jeff.
That's
No, he's
Jeff.
Jacob.
I'm Jacob.
That's Jacob Jeff.
Jacob.
Jacob.
This,
Jacoby.
this is Paul.
No, dude, Paul died.
Paul was going to be on the podcast, but
We couldn't afford the real Beatles.
We found a
we
voodoo
set him on
priestess.
fire and he just sat there. Like, he didn't, like, try to fight it off. So.
I believe it. Oh.
I would have laughed if that had fallen off.
We're done!
Can we go now?
Come hit the button!
I finished.